Hey students, welcome to mathsfunda.com, the coaching expert in quantitative aptitude. Are you giving any competitive exam this year or maybe next year? Maybe you know someone close to you in your family or your friends who is having such aim. Then if you want to score good marks or a high rank in that competitive exam, then you need to score high marks in one of the main sections of that exam, which is quant. Now you might think, well, if you are not that good in maths, or if you are afraid of maths, or maybe in your school or college you scored average marks, then how on earth could you change your fortune and achieve what you want to? Well, in this video, I'll explain you a few tips or steps which you can adopt and see your results progressively improve in quant and also in any competitive exam. First and foremost, you need to have a success mindset. A success mindset is a set of beliefs. These beliefs are about you and about life in general, which you have. These beliefs need to empower you. They need to help you grow. They need to not stifle you in terms of your IQ because of your genes or because of your upbringing or because of your environment or because of your horoscope. A growth mentality is what a success mentality is. Growth mentality means you can learn any skill, you can learn any habit if required to achieve your goal. Along with success mindset, you need to have certain habits which I call winning habits. What are winning habits? See any successful person in any field, you will see a common pattern of habits which these people have. For example, if you are aspiring for CAT, Common Admission Test for MBA, go check out the videos of the successful candidates. Listen to their interviews or read about them in the blogs. You will see that most of them have certain common habits which help them achieve their dream. You too can start building on those habits and then model the success for you. Now, once you have a success mindset in place and you start building on these winning habits, the next thing I would recommend is to have a sound preparation strategy. Depending on your competency levels, I would recommend you keep a plan of 1 or 2 years of dedicated preparation for this subject. Now, let's say you have a plan of 1 year. The first 3 months, you need to totally focus on the most difficult topics which also carry high weightage based on past year's papers. In these topics, you need to learn the basic concepts, solve the easy numericals, and solve lots of numericals. Along with that, you need to prepare a chart of formulae of all the topics, hang it in front of your bed or study where you are able to see them at least 2 times in a day, once in the morning when you get up and once before you go to bed. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes on just seeing this formulae with focus. These two strategies will start the momentum for your scores or your confidence in maths. Once the first 3 months are over, then you need to keep up the momentum and include all those topics which are easier for you also. Solve numericals both on difficult topics and easy topics. Here your aim must be to solve as many numericals as possible and also see what are the different methods explained. Maybe you are solving by one technique and the book explains a shorter or a faster calculation technique. You need to take note of that. You need to adopt those new calculation methods if they serve you. And 6 months before the exam, while keeping up this momentum, you need to solve questions of progressively difficult level based on past 10 to 20 years of the test papers. That will help you gear up and tackle the exams questions or equally difficult questions which appear in the actual exam. All throughout this time, you need to have that practice of studying or focusing on those formulae you have prepared in the chart daily 2 times. Now the last 3 months before the exam day, you need to start solving mock exams. Like for example, if your aim is for CAT, then start solving mock CATs. Ideally 2 mock CATs per day. And also keep the time limit which is actually there in the exam. Within the time limit, how are you faring in that particular section? And after the time limit is over, analyze the paper, analyze the questions you have solved and you could not solve with respect to the solutions given in the booklet or maybe given in your coaching institute, and check out where you need improvement. Maybe it is that you lack the strategy, maybe it is that your strategy took more time. What is it you need to identify? Simultaneously, I forgot to mention that during the last 6 months, you need to also focus on speed calculation techniques in terms of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentages without having to put pen on paper. These will help you drastically reduce the time, and this will also help you in data interpretation section if that is also the section in your competitive exam like it is in CAT. Now comes what to do in the last 1 month or preferably in the last 1 week. Now is the time to slowly reduce the preparation pace without losing on the focus. What do I mean by that? Focus on the conceptual questions and on the formulae more than anything else. Then learn to meditate at least 10 minutes per day. In this meditation, visualize your goal. Then during the last week, you need to relax. You need to go for a nature walk. You need to spend time listening to your favorite music or whatever it is which is your favorite hobby. You need to avoid junk food. You need to avoid junk information in terms of social media or news channels or violence, etc. You need to totally tune yourself for success in this exam. The last 1 week is also the time when you will get most probably your hall tickets, and then you need to read through all the instructions carefully and see what steps are to be taken so that last moment confusions can be avoided. Ideally, before 2 days, you need to visit the exam center and see how much traveling time it takes and what is the mode of travel you plan to on the exam day. Now, on the exam day in the morning, have a sufficient rest the previous night. Get up and do small meditation practice and have a healthy breakfast and start out so that you reach the exam center at least 1 hour before the scheduled time. Never discuss about the exam or anything related to that with anyone in that time. Once the exam starts, if it's a paper-based exam, then spend the first 5 minutes glancing through the paper to identify which questions you are tackling the first, which questions you will tackle later, and which are the questions you will avoid. If it's an online test also, in most of the tests, they provide you the flexibility to scroll back and forth within the section. Make use of that. If it's a paper like GMAT, wherein you are forced to solve the questions which are appearing before you, then the best strategy I would suggest is narrow down the options if the question is difficulty. Narrow down whether you can narrow down from the given 4 options to the 2 options and then make an intelligent guess. Also try to avoid getting bogged down by seeing other students solving feverishly. You need to have that belief that if you have prepared thoroughly in the past 1 year, you will definitely get your result. And once the exam is over, chill out. Learn to surrender. Believe in karma, which says that what you sow, you will reap definitely. If you want something bad enough, if you have prepared for it for the past 1 or 2 years, if you have developed the winning habits and the success mindset, trust me, the universe will conspire to get you what you want. So with all of this, I hope this video helps, and all the best for your exam. Take care. Bye.